That's good. Good idea. Very good. Anything else? What's the hammer for? Oh, I love the picture. Oh, did you? Oh, that's very nice. No, that's very nice. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay.
You know why I have this for? Anybody, I'm walking in, I said, I'm taking this in case anybody.
Good move.
I told them in the film, if Howard
move.
doesn't do something.
course he did.
Love Somebody. That song is now an earworm. But watch, Google the Keith Urban. It's beautiful. He does a great job. Yeah.
How are you? When is the meeting we have? On the 9th? Fine? For the compliance. The meeting, the compliance, 4 hours. that we have to do.
Oh, no, we haven't set that. Sometime between now and the end of 2025. Yeah, because you did your 2 hours, so you're good. So yeah, what we usually do is we usually do it in the fall. I think usually like October, November.
Just in case somebody, hung a big picture, in case somebody gets out of order.
Where'd you?
I hung a picture in the office.
I
So when I'm coming in, I said to the office, I hope you don't mind bringing this. I said, I'm really bringing this in case someone does something you don't like. I'm following them in the booth. If Howard's a problem, let me know and I'll.
Well, this should be a short meeting. So yeah, you guys haven't had a long meeting yet.
What's that?
You haven't had a long meeting,
I've been to long meetings.
but not a commission.
2-minute warning. Okay. let's call the February 4th Aventura City Commission meeting let's call the meeting to order with the roll call, please.
Mayor Weinberg.
Here.
Vice Mayor Friedland. Here. Commissioner Ain.
Here.
Commissioner Blatchman.
Here.
Commissioner Bloom.
Here.
Commissioner Cruz.
Here.
Commissioner Walensky.
Here.
Mr. Begis.
Here.
And Mr. Myers.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Those who can, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Mr. Manager, any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Yes, Mayor. I would like to request that the following items 6A through 6D be deferred to the March 4th, 2025 City Commission meeting agenda, and this will be done after the titles are read into the record later on in the meeting.
Okay, we shall do that. We've got, looks like we have a special recognition. Mr. Manager, do you want to handle this? Dr. Michael Jacobs, please step forward. Wait, let him take your picture, and you speak if you want, but let me just say, because the manager was not on the microphone and the meeting is recorded, so for the record, Dr. Michael Jacobs is joining the Don Sofer High School Advisory Board as a board member, so the floor is yours.
Well, first of all, it's nice to see everyone again. It's been a little bit of time, and it's nice to be back in the chambers. Thank you very much to our city manager, Brian, and to all our commissioners for this esteemed honor. I look forward to contributing and starting to get to work at the high school. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We know that you'll do a great job. And Mr. Manager, I think you have an Employee Service Award?
If I could have Detective Carlos Rivas come up, please. It's my honor and privilege to recognize one of our esteemed detectives, Detective Carlos Rivas. Carlos started his career in the Marines, and he served his country admirably for many, many years, 12 years, I believe, yes. He's from Chicago. He came here, he worked here as a road patrol officer for 4 years before becoming a detective. Carlos has also been in several task forces and worked with several federal agencies, including the Secret Service, Homeland Security, and worked on several high-profile cases. Just a couple things that come to mind. I don't think that the public realizes the sacrifices and dedications that the men and women in uniform do each and every day here in Aventura. A couple of things over the years that Carlos has been involved in, and the struggles and some suffering that has occurred that come to mind is chasing in the middle of the night a burglar, getting his face slashed, and then having his taser used against him during the struggle, and overcoming that and able to apprehend that offender is something significant that comes to mind. Carlos was also instrumental in a huge case here where there was a child sexual predator that was preying on children here in our community. As a detective, he was able to track down that individual, make a case, and put that person in prison for many, many, many years. And another note of significance case that he did here, we had a bunch of serial criminals, violent criminals. They were coming here and preying on the elderly by robbing them of their jewelry. And this is elderly males and elderly females as they were going to the grocery store. Carlos worked this case with the Fort Lauderdale Police Department hand in hand. They tracked the suspects to Fort Lauderdale where they were about to rob another elderly person over there, and they were able to catch these people and prevent them from doing that and put this group away for many, many years. That's just a fraction of the cases that he's worked. He's worked on homicides and other significant cases here, but I just want to commend him and thank him for his 15 years of service here. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your service, Carlos. Okay, item 5, consent agenda. Anyone on the commission or the manager need to remove an item? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda. Commissioner Bloom, seconded by Commissioner Cruz. And I'm going to ask for a vote.
Commissioner Ane,
Yes.
Commissioner Blatchman,
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Commissioner Orlinski,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland,
Yes.
and Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, we're up to number 6. I'm going to ask the clerk to read 6A, please.
An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, amending Chapter 31, Land Development Regulations of the City Code of Ordinances by amending Section 31-145, Town Center Zoning Districts, to create Section 31-145F, Town Center North Plan Development TC5 District, to provide for a new zoning district and related regulations and standards, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the code, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. The managers asked that this item be deferred to the March 4th, 2025 commission meeting. Can I have a motion to do so? Commissioner Orlinski, seconded by Commissioner Bloom. Let's vote on that.
Commissioner Blatchman,
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Commissioner Orlinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Ane,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland,
Yes.
and Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Okay, so this is our version of Groundhog Day. Let's do 6B, please.
An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, approving a small-scale amendment to the future land use map of the City of Aventura Comprehensive Plan pursuant to Section 163.3187 Florida statutes to redesignate an approximate 26.5 acre tract of land on the northeast corner of Biscayne Boulevard and Northeast 213 Street, identified by folio numbers 28-1234-019-0011 and 28-1234-019-0021 from business and office to town center, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the comprehensive plan, and providing for an effective date.
I missed that. Can you repeat that? The managers also requested that this be deferred to March 4th, 2025. Motion to defer, Vice Mayor Friedland, seconded by Commissioner Blanchman. Vote, please.
Commissioner Bloom,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Commissioner Orlinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Ane,
Yes.
Commissioner Blatchman,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland,
Yes.
and Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
6C.
An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, amending the official zoning map by changing the zoning designation of an approximate 26.5 acre tract of land on the northeast corner of Biscayne Boulevard and Northeast 213 Street, identified by folio numbers 28-1234-019-0011 and 28-1234-019-0021, from Community Business District B2 and Medical Office District MO to Town Center North Plan Development District TC5, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the code, and providing for an effective date.
Motion to defer, Vice Mayor Friedland, seconded by Commissioner Ain. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Alinsky?
Yes.
Commissioner Ain?
Yes.
Commissioner Blashman?
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland?
Yes.
And Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
6D,
An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, amending the official zoning map by changing the zoning designation of an approximate 3.7-acre tract of land east of the northeast corner of Biscayne Boulevard and Northeast 213 Street, depicted on the location map in Exhibit 1 and legally described in Exhibit 2, from Medical Office District MO to Community Facilities District CF, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the code, and providing for an effective date.
motion to defer, Commissioner Cruz, seconded by Commissioner Ain. Roll call, please. Vote.
Commissioner Alinsky?
Yes.
Commissioner Ain?
Yes.
Commissioner Blachman?
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland?
Yes.
And Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
We have no first or second reading ordinances, so let's move to item 9, resolution. Madam Clerk, if you could read the resolution for item 9.
A resolution of the City Commission of the City of Aventura, Florida, amending the spending plan approved by the City Commission as detailed in Resolution 2022-15 and amended in Resolutions 2022-33, 2022-62, 2023-19, and 2024-08 for the expenditure of coronavirus state and local fiscal recovery funds from the U.S. Department of Treasury under the American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA, authorizing the city manager to utilize recovery funds to include parks and recreation, information technology, police, public works, community development, and human resources department projects, providing for implementation and providing for an effective date.
Motion to approve, Commissioner Cruz, seconded by Vice Mayor Friedland. This obviously is dealing with ARPA funds, which are the COVID relief funds from the federal government. I'll ask the manager to review this item, please.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm here to recommend a modification to the city's ARPA spending plan, initially adopted in February of 2022 and amended several times through February 2024. This amendment reflects a true-up of project costs based on expenditures and obligations as of December 31st, 2024. While the amended plan exceeds the original $18.5 million ARPA allocation, approximately $1 million of this will be covered by, of the overages will be covered by the interest earned on the monies. And some key updates include completed parks projects like lighting and courts at Founders Park, which saw higher costs due to enhancements such as shade canopies, sound barriers, and conversely, the Yacht Club Drive Pocket Park project is being removed, reducing costs. New public works projects, including a $2.2 million for police facility hardening and $1.3 million for HVAC replacements here at the Government Center, were added to meet ARPA deadlines. Adjustments across other departments like IT, police, and community development have resulted in cost savings or minimal changes. These updates ensure that the city maximizes ARPA funding to meet federal deadlines and address key priorities while responsibly managing the overages.
Thank you very much. Let me ask if any member of the public has any comment about item 9. If so, come on up. Seeing none, one at a time, please. Seeing none, I'll close with public comment. Ask if any commissioners have a comment or a question on this item. Seeing none, let me just say, I think that our expenditure, a lot of it was the prior commission, prior administration. The expenditure of ARPA funds, the results have just been fantastic. What we have as a result of those monies that people are using and enjoying every single day, and I would ask the manager to maybe create a list for our next workshop. So it's really something that the public should know how great everything from whatever, pickleball to you name it. Those fields, the kids are playing soccer on now. I mean, it's just been incredible. Our newest member of the school committee who plays on the adult softball league, they're raving about the quality of play because of the fields. These are federal monies that we put to very, very good use. I want to credit the prior mayor, the prior commission, the prior manager. this commission, this manager, this mayor maybe, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? It was a team effort and the results are great. I'd love to be able to tell everyone that list. Okay, seeing no one else that wants to speak, let's just take a vote.
Commissioner Ing,
Yes.
Commissioner Blatchman,
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Commissioner Orlinski,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland,
Yes.
and Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, we are at item 10. Are there any reports, anything of interest that any commissioner, manager, clerk, attorney would like to express right now? Commissioner Rain.
I just wanted to address in our consent order that the city is having new signage put on Biscayne Boulevard, and I think everybody will be very happy when they see it. I don't know if we have a picture that we can show everyone.
I believe we do, and I believe we will.
Yeah, you're able to see the old one on the left and the new one on the right.
Big improvement. I think everyone, well, it's never going to be everyone. I think the vast majority of our residents and visitors would agree that that's more what Aventura deserves as you enter our city from the north or the south. So, Mr. Manager, where will those be located? I believe I know Biscayne Boulevard North and Biscayne Boulevard South.
Correct. They'll both be showcased at the entrances of our city on Biscayne Boulevard. Just as you're passing Gulfstream Park, the monument sign will be there. And then just as you are traveling into the city from North Miami Beach on the south end, about 17778 in Biscayne Boulevard, they'll be there. And just to an added reference, these signs where the Aventura letters are will be backlit at night. They'll be enhanced by lighting, so they'll really pop out and stand out at night. It'll be a nice added feature.
Terrific. And I know it's not something, like everything else, when it comes to the streets, we don't get to just do whatever we want. We don't own this street. You've had to work with FDOT. There's all kinds of permitting that we have to go through and approvals. You've been doing it. Public Works have been doing it. I really appreciate it. This is going to look great. Thank you for this upgrade. Thank you, Commissioner Rain, for bringing that up. Any other commission reports or comments? Okay, if that being the case, I will open it up for public comment. Anyone want to tell us anything? We're doing great. We suck. Whatever you think, now's the time. Okay, I don't see, but I do want to recognize former Vice Mayor Billy Joel is here. Hello, Billy, it's great to see you. You know you're always welcome here. It was nice to see you at the Marketing Council as well. Please keep showing up. We love you. Now I'm going to go backwards because now a commissioner does want to speak. I'm going to allow it. Vice Mayor, the floor is yours.
Well, this is not new business, but I just want to thank former Vice Mayor Billy Joel for being here and recognize him for helping with the logistics and trucks where he helped bring thousands of pounds to New York to help the victims of the fire rescues that were donations from the schools in Aventura. And thank you to Billy Joel and his family for their generous donation and all of their efforts. We appreciate it.
So you're saying that Billy Joel helped out when was needed. Nothing could be less surprising than that. Thank you. Thank you, Billy. Okay, any other business at all? It looks like there's none. So at 6:21, I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn. Commissioner Bloom, second by Commissioner Cruz. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned.